Journeyman, here we are. It's Wednesday, kind of late. The crickets are doing their thing. Somehow, the crickets got underneath. Not somehow, I know how. The rubber. I'll tell you guys the story and then I'll get into the review. The rubber seal underneath my door somehow in my apartment is not working. So the crickets from the outside are now on the inside. So if you hear crickets in the background, so is life. So let's jump into it. Christian, what are you going to review for this first ever, by the way, review on the Journeyman channel? So big shout out to the 7 subscribers that had my back all these years. Just kidding. All these episodes, I think we're at 30, something like that. We'll see. Doesn't matter. Anyway, product review time for Wednesday. Christian, what inspired this good bag, or this bag of goodies that you have in front of you? Well, if you're a novice athlete like me and you don't want to spend a lot of money on nutrition, because to be honest, for me, and this is a bold statement, but for me, I used to blame nutrition for my lack of fitness. Like I'm freaking dying out here and I just don't have enough nutrition, it's not right. And I was using Tailwind, I used G1M Sport from BPN, I used Scratch, Gatorade Endurance. I've tried a lot of them. Not all, I tried a lot of them though. And I've been in the sport for now, training full time, 2 years now, something like that. And I realized that, you know what? It's really not the nutrition. Like for the first few years of endurance sports, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, and when a lot of people start watching these videos, they're gonna be like, Christian, you're an idiot. I'm gonna say, okay, I understood. I didn't understand anything about nutrition back then. Hence why I'm making my own nutrition, because I don't like spending money on, I don't think it's worth spending $400 on nutrition when you can spend $100 and make 4 times the amount of quantity and still get you out there and still feel like you're full, or you're still getting your carbohydrates. As long as you're getting your carbs, your sugars, the essential stuff in or during your workouts, you're fine. That's what I realized. So I used to blame myself. I used to blame my nutrition, like this freaking Gatorade Endurance sucks, like blah blah blah, and all these other nutritions that I would take. And I realized that it was just, I was not efficient enough. So if you're like me and you're a novice athlete, look no further for a cheaper option. Christian, what do you have? Well, I'll get you 2 sizes out. And this is shooter preference. That's what they used to say in the military, but for civilians, which I am now, this is the individual's preference. And what this is aluminum foil. Ideally, I would like to have aluminum foil on the outside and, I'm probably gonna butcher this word, parchment paper on the inside. And what that does is, when you unwrap this goodness inside, what it does is, when you're riding on your bike, you can literally take this out without it falling apart, and it won't stick to the aluminum of this foil paper. But if you're like me, and you only buy what you need, not what you want, you stick to what you got. And I have foil, so foil's gonna have to do. Christian, you should have bought the good stuff. Well, guys, it doesn't matter how fast I eat this, because these are for training. These are not, I'm not gonna be, if you're worried about unwrapping this and like doing all this other crap, and that's one of your priorities, this is not for you. Trust me. Like if you're doing 330 watts and you're trying to pull out one of these bad boys, you need to just stop, reevaluate your nutrition, and probably get an SIS gel or something like that. I do not replace gels with this. This is, for me, this is anything endurance and good snacks. Anything endurance riding, 5 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours, just chilling out, zone 2, 130 heart rate, relaxing Jackson. This is what these are for. So, why do I have 2 separate sizes? Because I cut them up in 2 different sizes, obviously, but more importantly, they represent what they're going to be used for. So, bigger bars like this versus smaller squares like this. This one will be used for like a run, any sort of run that's an hour. Just pop one of these in as like a pre-workout snack, or I can take one with me if I have longer than an hour run. This one would be for a long bike or a very long run. So, Christian, how did you make this concoction? Well, I'll tell you. This here is the finest white rice in all of Tucson, Arizona. So, it is white rice. I don't know how to make it on the stove, I'm not gonna lie, so I have a rice cooker. So it's just, I'm gonna assume everyone has a rice cooker at this point. Moving forward. As long as you stick to this rule of 1 cup rice, 2 cup water, you should be perfectly fine, no matter how much you wanna bump up the amount of rice. So 2 cups rice, 4 cups water, what have you. So what I do is throw the rice and water in there, depending how much you want. I put 2 cups of rice, 4 cups of water for this, and it made this entire bag of 23 different snacks. So, throw the rice, throw the water in there. I throw the coconut cream, the canned coconut cream. I throw the coconut oil, a spoonful, boom, MCT oil, easy to digest, and salt and a little bit of sugar. For salt and sugar, it's just like a dash or whatever you call this amount. Or you can, whatever you want to do. Either way, let that stuff cook up, and this is shooter preference again, or rider preference, or I don't know, athlete preference. Whatever you want to throw in there. I do Oreos. I do 8 Oreos. I crumble them up. I do 9 actually, because I eat the last one, and then I crumble up 8. And then once the rice is cooked in the rice cooker, I put the crumbled up Oreos into the rice, stir it all up, and now you have your concoction. Okay, so once you do that, you take out a gallon Ziploc bag like so, an empty one obviously, and you put the concoction in here. Now it's gonna be goo, and it's gonna be really hot. Put it on the freaking countertop, flatten it out, put it in the refrigerator, let it settle for, I don't know, a few hours. Go do your workout, come back, and now you have this bag, boom. The concoction is flat and it looks like this, and it's not gonna move. It's not gonna wiggle around, it's not gonna fall apart. All that stuff is holding it together. I take them, at least if I have a once an hour, it depends how hard the intensity is, but most of the time for my easy rides, which I'm on a weird training block right now, so it's either really hard or really easy, but I eat these as snacks too. If I need some like pre-workout snacks or post-workout snacks, I'll do this. Or even in the morning with my coffee. These are always good. But it's up to you. You can put Oreos, you can put Butterfinger, you can put whatever you want in here. You can even put some frozen berries, chop them up or something, freeze them, throw them into the concoction after they're done. You'll have like a berry rice bar. Very good. The texture, if you do it right, the 1 rice, 2 cup water, when it's hot, it literally just goes down easy. It melts in your mouth, amazing. If you eat it cold, it's more of like a very hard, not hard, but I mean, you can see right here. It's it still breaks away. And it's awesome. They taste good. 8 Oreos is the ratio that I do for 2 cups of rice, 2 cups of rice, 4 cups of water. So give her a try. This is the Easy Day nutrition. If you're training base training, zone 2, you need a lot of nutrition, and that SHIT gets expensive, really QUICK, and you need something super cheap. Here is my tip. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on Friday, and a big shout out to my 7 subscribers. Let's keep it going, baby. Let's go to 10. Journeyman out.